Eating. We all do it, but do you ever wonder what happens to the food you eat after you swallow it? The truth is that it travels through a long, complex process that breaks it down to let all the nutrients naturally enter your body. The process begins in your mouth, where you chew food to make it easier to swallow. Your mouth uses saliva to wet food and help it to group together into a bolus, or a chewed mass of food ready for digestion. The bolus is then swallowed, causing it to move down the esophagus. The esophagus is an 8-inch long tube that connects the mouth to the stomach. Food then enters the stomach, where it breaks down into even smaller pieces. In the stomach, gastric acid lowers the pH level to be very acidic, so that the enzyme pepsin can break down food particles. After the stomach has digested the food, it moves into the small intestine. The small intestine serves two important functions: absorption and digestion. It absorbs many nutrients that your body needs to work correctly. It also breaks down a few materials such as peptides, lipids, also known as fats, and carbohydrates into simpler substances. For these things to happen, the small intestine uses enzymes like trypsin, pancreatic amylase, and lipase from the pancreas, as well as bile from the liver. When the food has traveled all the way through the small intestine, it enters the large intestine. This is where the remaining water is absorbed, leaving only unwanted food matter. This former food matter, now called fecal matter, is then kept in the large intestine until it can be released from the body through the rectum. So now that you've learned how digestion works, you're ready for a mini quiz. Question 1. Where does food first enter your body? Answer: the mouth. This is where food is chewed to make it easier to swallow. Question 2. Is fluid in the stomach acidic, basic, or balanced? Answer: it's very acidic inside the stomach to aid the enzyme pepsin in digestion. Question 3. Which major organ absorbs most of food's nutrients? Answer: the small intestine. Question 4. Name one material that the small intestine breaks down. Answer: peptides, lipids, also known as fats, and carbohydrates are all materials broken down by the small intestine. Congratulations! You now know all about digestion.